It's an accident that shook Egypt and saddened many across the country. The loss of 18 girls from the village of Sinapsa in a road crash which occurred northwest of Cairo. CGTN spoke to the father of Habiba, one of the victims, and an uncle to three others killed in the crash.
I was at work in Cairo when I heard the news over social media. When we went to the accident scene, it looked horrendous and unimaginable. We couldn't identify the girls and ran around in different hospitals to look for them. We couldn't understand what was happening at the time. We only identified them from their clothes and belongings.
There was further public outrage when news emerged that the girls, many aged between 14 to 20 years old, were on the way to work on a grapes farm. Questions about adherence to local child labor laws and poor working conditions re-emerged, with unions expressing concern about the situation.
The labor law criminalizes anyone under 15 years of age working, only allowing them to get training or internships. But we discover cases of younger children working as freelancers under the pretext of receiving training. Some business owners are increasing profit by employing cheap youngsters as freelancers. Freelancers don't have any protection, not even compensation, unlike the full-time workers. So we established a syndicate for freelancers to protect them.
As an exception, the Egyptian government delivered compensation to the families, and donations poured in from the society. However, the accident also led to increased accusations against families which allow their children to leave school to go to work. But families of those who died say their desperate situation forces some children to venture out to earn a living.
Our village is repellent to everyone, including the youth. Living conditions here are very bad and unemployment rates are very high. We are small farmers who don't make a lot of profits. My daughter wanted to work to help us out like her friends do. We had to accept because inflation and mounting expenses, including school fees, health, and households, are very high.
Abu Shanab says his daughter received the equivalent of only $3 a day from work. But this is not an isolated situation. There are thousands of poor parents who also allow their young ones to work despite them being minors. Though the government has been launching different social welfare programs and giving poor families monthly allowances to support them, experts believe the focus should be on empowering women and youth in rural areas.
The participation of Egyptian women in economic activities is only 15%, which is one of the lowest rate in the whole world. Dimension which is quite important, and I believe we have to work on it intensively, which is economic empowerment of youth, specifically a graduate from technical schools. And we have a lot of successful experience in rural areas in Egypt.
The government and NGOs aim to support more poor families through vocational training and establishing micro-enterprises in the hope this will stop child labor and prevent the repeat of the catastrophe that unfolded in Sinapsa village. Yes, Hakim for CGTN, Cairo, Egypt.